and replaced it with this because this is supposedly less offensive.
Well, no, it was Hulk Hogan for a week.
It was Hulk Hogan for a week.
Spray tanned Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, dude.
So I thought of a great way for us to enjoy Ready or Not better.
Weird.
Yeah.
We just gotta turn on in-game gamer tags, and then do stupid shit like major problem, private parts.
Machine Gun Kenneth.
No.
It's that was one of your performers for Fuck the Mad King Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a performer. Is he a jester?
Local rapper, Machine Gun Kenneth.
My sister was like just sending photos of MGK in our group chat the other day, and I was like, "Get him away from me! Get him out
Looks
of
like
my
a wet
face!"
dog.
I know.
I'm like, love
Wet
yourself
dog.
more than
Can't stand
MGK.
him.
No, he's horrible.
You see, he finally was like, I was an idiot for trying to cause beef with Corey Taylor. He tried to nut up with Slipknot.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I pay zero attention
Corey
to what
was
that
like,
dipshit does.
You're an idiot, go home, kid. And then just like ignored it.
That's the best way to handle that stuff.
Yeah. It was good.
Anytime someone's like, I'm the best musician in the game, all the others suck it, it's just turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah, okay, whatever you think, man.
Corey's like, listen, bro, I'm 50. I don't have time for this shit anymore.
All my hours in the day are spent counting money.
It's usually just a publicity stunt, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just because his numbers don't look good, and so
Exactly.
he's punching up, trying to go after the big guys. Wonderfully average.
But like, you know,
To try to stir up his own hype.
Slipknot took a break for 8 years and was still
I
hitting top
know.
records when they came back. Ooh, that one.
I'm gonna be rolling like a god.
Gonna be a fun micro dungeon today. Welcome back to Mad King, everybody.
That's a 6. That's below average.
We do have a couple little announcements. We got. Let's see if I can.
Tiny baby Valkyrie.
It is not the best setup that I have in the world.
Oh, dude, I
But if I do that,
show off the deck.
we are set to deck cam.
Love that.
Oh, it is not functioning right now though. So just kidding.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties that I'll have to worry about later.
There
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, did it go through?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
there.
it just
dude.
It was
just
just
playing
slow.
black.
Yeah.
for whatever reason
But
it
yeah,
had that
you can
last
see it.
image
Straight lands
frozen
on
on
my
it.
face.
Yeah.
Why? Man.
Yeah, there's one just
I got the
buzzing.
swatter. We'll get to break.
Got an electric one.
I've been
It's
going
like
around
the
like
size
crazy.
Of a tennis racket.
Oh, I love.
I love those. They're so
It's also
fun.
a beer opener.
I want to get one of those for
That
camping.
is some redneck bullshit that I love.
Brother.
Love those videos where it's just someone with the tennis racket one, and they just like either they smack someone else or they go out and they got a garden. It's like their tomato plants, and they just like casually swipe it underneath their tomato plant, and it just just all the gnats because they love the tomatoes. Just
saw
get
it.
absolutely
We
destroyed.
started doing light bulbs for like outside that are also bug zappers, and they're like super. They're like 300. They're 350.
Yeah, send me a link to that.
3,500 lumens. So they're like
Oh, wow.
daylight bright.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then they have a bug zapper on top.
Oh.
I don't know how well they work, but it was like $20.
Okay.
I was really considering it.
Interesting.
I wouldn't put it like near my front door because it's supposed to draw them in, but
Yeah.
Ooh, death and destruction.
A death in collective.
fuel for the fire god.
Blood for the blood god.
Skulls for the skull throne. We got our little action cam. We got new DM cam going. It is my personal Canon, and it works much better. Top.
Yeah, you do be
We
looking good on the screen
have-
there.
The official announcement now for the next campaign is going to be Alex's new Albion campaign. We are still debating exact day, time, and scouting players for that and figuring out exactly what we want to do. But that is going to be the campaign. It's a dystopian steampunk mystery
yeah.
investigative
It's
style.
dope is what it is.
It's
It
cool.
is pretty cool.
It's
I
based off
died
that,
in the first 3 sessions.
Yeah.
Sure did,
we
my
play tested
friend.
a little bit, and
It's
you gotta be a relatively sane character if you're gonna play.
Yeah, I was not.
Uh,
I made poor choices.
What Ian's saying is none of us will be in that campaign.
Quite possibly.
Well,
And it's based off of that electric opera.
Yeah, it's
What exactly
called Dolls of New Albion by Paul Shapiro, and it's a steampunk opera, but it's like I don't even know how to begin to describe. I mean, it's all like jazz and swing.
Actually, it actually sounds kind of
It's
nice.
pretty
It
good.
really
You
is
like
good.
got full permission from the creators themselves to use the
Yeah,
setting for this campaign and
I
everything.
reached out to Paul as the nobody I am / even less of a nobody. It was even more of a nobody back
You're
then.
not a nobody
Yeah.
to me.
And I was like, hey man, can I?
Shout out to our 2 viewers.
Yay!
I was like, hey, I want to use your. I've built a world for your opera based off of your opera, and I want to launch it on a stream and maybe make money off of that. Is that like cool with you? And he was like, yeah, you want to like owe me royalties for like music or anything. So I have like the full instrumentals of everything.
It's gonna be dope.
And he said that he's going to give us a shout out to his 8,000 Discord members when it goes to stream.
Also dope.
So
heck yeah.
So be looking for that here
Soon.
soonish.
Soonish in the near future.
depends on bodies.
Depends on bodies. Depends on exact schedules. Yeah, that's all we got for announcements.
And new chairs.
Yeah, we got new chairs coming for the players.
What? But how will I lean back and nearly kill myself every
You
session?
still
Oh.
can.
Just you wait. These ones have wheels.
Yeah!
The potential for death is exponentially
All my
higher.
fidgeting needs met.
And they don't have armrests. No security, no structure, just wheels and a cushion.
Pure, unadulterated chaos.
Good luck.
Luck be with you.
Luck be with ye.
We left off last time. You are currently running to a mesa that Deer pointed you towards because it was the last time
They saw a
someone
troll.
saw the troll from Not Quite Bronze from session 3-ish.
Ish.
And you are after him with the idea to recruit him.
Can I just check in on him, give him some food?
Just
Check
okay,
it
you're
out,
just gonna
you
come
know?
see.
Yeah, I mean, like, if he wants to come and be a troll in our
That's where all our
army, I'm
chicken's
cool
going.
with that, but I'm not gonna,
Damn it.
mostly just saying
Damn it.
hi.
Okay, all right.
It was kind of just an excuse to get away from the fucker who threw me off a boat, but
Yeah.
You hate to see it, folks.
You guys have descended down to Not Quite Bronze in search of Itali. Finally,
We picked up Jimmy.
after getting through
We
the
did pick up the man.
complete stripping of that entire Sky Jelly's ecosystem besides its primary food source, the
You're welcome.
blue moss.
For the most part.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Give or take.
give or take a couple flatworms.
He liked it.
Yeah,
He
when talking to the jelly, was like, "This shit
appreciative.
itches.
He was appreciative.
Get it out of here. Whether or not the ecology of his dome will completely collapse without those other species or not is completely a mystery. But
I'm not a historian. That sounds like future stuff. I don't think
that sounds like future. I'm just so not here for it.
You're a veterinarian.
I'm a veterinarian, not an ecologist.
Is that gonna happen?
That was my fear, but once he said he was uncomfortable, I was like, no, get that shit out. Get it
All right,
out.
get out. You blew up a parasitic crab.
yeah, I did.
Things are cool.
Yeah,
Pretty dope.
it was.
Very awesome. As you are running to the mesa, you guys were pointing in the right direction. You've picked up Jimmy, and your boat now, if you pick up Zelly, is like full capacity for comfortable travel. Of course, you can like lay out cots on the deck, I suppose, and really stuff it to the gills, but you are tight
Send
right
some
now.
people up to the crow's nest to do like link like arms around it.
Yeah. There's just 2 people that just hug with the mast in the middle.
You could squeeze 2 and a child up there, I'm sure.
2 and a rabbit.
Yeah. Oh, she's in the brig.
The baboons. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
the brig.
yeah, that's right.
The baboons.
You've freed up a little bit of space because the rabbit's in the brig. Not that much space. And in all honesty, you could probably slip through the bars if you really tried.
She's in glue.
But you
I'm
are glued and still paralyzed, I think, as well.
And
Yeah.
So much cargo around you that you have to navigate through.
Yeah, there's so many boxes of bullshit.
I've only been a little humbled.
That's right.
so,
all of your
you know.
boxes and jars and stuff. Everybody does have to stay on the deck.
Yep.
Yep.
But you guys are flying after Zelly. How fast exactly is it that you move?
Spending my key points and everything, like roughly 70
But
feet
do
per
you
second.
spend your key points,
Oh, yeah.
or are you just
Always.
jogging? Oh, okay.
Why wouldn't I?
Because maybe you want to use them in an emergency.
I have one for emergency always.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right,
Just keep drinking, you'll always have one.
Who stops drinking?
Yeah. You, so you would get to the mesa before them. Go ahead and give a perception roll as you're kind of searching around the place.
Ooh, 25.
25? Pretty decent. You go up and down the mesa, you kind of ring around it once or twice. It's not huge by any standards, maybe a couple miles at the top. So it does take you a while to circumnavigate the whole thing. And just as you spy out on the far side a cave with some bones laying around the front, the ship appears and has made its way to you. You guys, in your search through the high desert, as it's drier the further south you go, just up until the Fey Woods, where you really hit sudden tropicalness. You just see this little mesa in the distance, and you just see this dust cloud slowly making its way around and up and down. Very obviously something traveling at incredible speeds. And you're doing you could pretty easily guess who that is.
Got our roadrunner.
So you pull up. You're just now spotting out the cave. Do you say hello to your compatriots?
I roll for strength. Total of 11 to huck the leg haunch of the creature that I've got. I don't know what it was.
The cow quarter?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. Towards the cave, and with heavy sigh, walk back towards the ship.
Like 100 yards away, you just puck it a good 10, 12 feet. Just lands in the dust. It's in a cactus patch. Just big old thing of prickly pears, just right in the middle of it. And you're just like, yeah. Whatever, man.
Today's the worst.
You guys land the ship, lower a rope. How do you get into the ship? Did you put a door in the hull?
No,
Or
I just toss a rope over.
toss a rope ladder
Sometimes
down?
I climb the anchor if I don't have time for that.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I figured, because I thought you would still want to use it occasionally as a true ship.
Yeah.
And so just putting like a screen door on the bottom wouldn't be such a good idea.
Unless you got Flex Seal.
Unless you got some serious Flex Seal, but you do not. You can talk to Kay. You board the ship. There is no room below deck. Everybody is standing up top. People are looking rather toasty. Luckily, the cloud cover's rolling in, and you're not catching any direct sunlight anymore.
Yeah.
Jimmy's there.
Oh, what's up, Jimmy?
He is currently, he's got one of Haraway's lounge chairs kicked out on a section of deck, and he has just got his feet kicked up on the prow, and he's got some fancy drink that Haraway's been making in his hand, little umbrella in, and he's got like a bandana half over his eyes, and he's just kicked up, relaxed.
Small vacation.
Yeah, he's taking his sweet time with this one. And he kind of like looks over, peeks out. Oh hey, find them?
Yeah, I think so. We'll come back for him.
Oh, all right, yeah, whatever, man. And he just goes right back to lounging. All the kids swarm you. And a good couple of them, like Frida and Amelia especially, like obvious tears in their eyes. We thought you were dead. You're
Why?
okay. You were screaming through the stone and there was the splat sound. And Vidia just threw you.
Well, that wouldn't kill me.
They all like stop for a second, and most of them look at you like, damn, you're like way more badass than we thought. Maury's just like, he pinches the bridge of his nose and he's like, I absolutely know that's not how this works.
Nah, man, I drink. Don't take damage. It's how this game works. So, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, they all like, damn, yeah. And Frida's like, man, when I drink, I feel like I don't take damage either. But I do. There's a
Get cooler,
little
kid.
reunion.
So actually, some new policies aboard. Speaking of, he just starts handing out little vials of like a putrid yellow liquid. Please don't break these on the ship. Only to be used in emergencies. If you fall overboard, break it against
Do
yourself.
you take the cork out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you uncork it, and immediately, as it touches air, it starts billowing over the top, and you...
Oh, it's not a drink?
It starts foaming over your hand and up your arm.
The fuck is this?
Do you try to, like, shake out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need a reflex saving throw.
22.
I believe that's sufficient.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as it begins foaming up on your arm, you make your way to the side of the ship, and you just slough.
Oh, I want to
you-
go to the side of the ship.
Oh, yeah.
Just right where I'm standing.
And it hits the ship, and it just breaks, and just, like, this 10-foot region of the ship, like children's legs, half a har away, just gets filled with this foam, and then it hardens.
You gotta sweep it up. I mean,
It's like an insulation foam, so it's solid, but it'll crumble if you really give it some test.
So this is your personal safety device. I haven't tested these yet, but it should soften the blow if you fall overboard.
I feel like you should know not to hand her a bottle.
Well, it looked disgusting. I didn't think she'd drink it.
I mean, it's a beverage. Of course I'm going to try it.
I wouldn't drink it. You could, I suppose, but...
Frida gets up onto the prow and, like, elbow slams the pile of foam. And she just kind of, like, into it a little bit, but it stops her. She's like, it works.
So you volunteered to sweep then, thanks.
What? No! Everybody just, like, takes a couple steps back.
the deck.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
Anything you just hanging back? Hanging with Jimmy?
I'm just hang back. I want to get back to Bronze. I want to talk to Derek.
Are you guys making a stop back at Bronze? Also, do you let Jimmy know that you now plan on going all the way past Bronze to Iron Shire to take on this dungeon?
I mean, would you have to drop off, Jimmy?
Yeah, you should probably drop it. You should probably drop him back off after this flight.
Jimmy's got to get dropped off. We have to unload the cargo.
Pick up Grugnug.
We got to pick up the Grugster.
Might want to change your kid roster a little bit.
Yeah.
No? You guys currently have Frida, Aslo, Amelia, Maury, and Mo.
Yeah, that's a good crew.
All right.
Like, we're pretty good.
Well, maybe...
I need to tell
Maybe
Derek
not.
about the purple bug that went into the back of my neck.
Maybe not Mo.
Also important.
I kind of forgot about that last
He's the one
session
with
because we went to the
the
sky.
poisonous acidity.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe not Mo.
He's the one that's
Swap Mo for
just as much of a danger to you guys
Bella?
as
Bella,
any enemies
yeah,
in the general
seriously,
vicinity as
yeah.
well.
You could
But now that
include
he's
flying
immune to his
pin.
own sport talent, you guys realistically could, like, send him into pockets of places and just have him, like... It's like, oh yeah, this cave is just infested with goblins, and he could just hotbox the cave by breathing into it for a couple hours.
What if we give him like a megaphone? Or like one of those
That's
like
not-
cone, like one of those cones. For the tunnel.
A funnel.
not like an actual.
He'd probably destroy the funnel.
No, but if we could like improve.
You make like the glass air cannons, the fart guns.
Oh,
Exactly.
Yeah,
And you're
just like a blowgun.
Well, I was gonna say, if we were to like
Yeah.
stick him outside a cave and could amplify his
Spit
breath
wads.
weapon, because how air works, right? If you blow it into a tube, it'll suction more air into it and cause it to move faster.
Yeah,
and
the
fill
smaller
with
the
air.
hole, there's still the same amount of air going through.
Yeah. So we've got to like amplify his breath weapon, not like blow. Because if he blows through the tube, more air can't be sucked in.
It would
so it's
increase
saying-
the range of his spit
You
because
can
you
have,
could
like, a
very
little
easily
bit.
give him paper and just make him do acidic spit wads. You know, he could do that very easily, and you could increase the range of his spit attack.
Yeah.
But as far as like the gaseous cloud breath attack that does the real damage and really melts things, you'd have to find something that would have some kind of billowing effect
So
and withdraw on that.
if-
However, you can't dilute it too terribly much, otherwise then it's just not effective.
You know, if we would have went to the underwater world, we could have found something that would have easily increased.
Get all that rainbow coral, go underneath the kraken, and
Yeah.
right up next to her eggs. That's where it all is.
Lovely.
You guys could have had sport talents too.
Damn
So
shame.
I-
Instead, we
Damn.
went for a cloud visit and found a weird jellyfish.
But that would
And I got thrown
it
out of
could
a
be a
boat.
small sky jelly, which means there could be a larger sky jelly that has a town on top of it.
I don't know if that's how it's going to work.
Maybe.
There might be some
Maybe.
sort of larger something up there. I don't think
Next
there's
time
gonna
we
be
have a
town.
weird time adventure, maybe not right before an invasion. Spend a couple of days up there or something.
We could. We sure could. We just fly super high on the way to everywhere we're going,
Hopefully by then we'll have some speed above the clouds.
right?
So, it's stuff to prep for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, Jimmy,
Not quite bronze. Drop Jimmy off. Stay low to the ground. Catch the wind.
Yeah.
Real good. Slipstream it as good as you can.
Yeah.
Amelia will do some temporary enchantments and stuff to try to get you there faster.
Yeah. Jim, we've got to cut your vacation a bit short there, bud.
And he just kind of, he finishes the drink, sighs a little bit. His nose, it's I
can get you another for the way back, and
I already had one with a Zelly. I gotta do paperwork. I'll figure something out tonight, maybe.
we got to get you another, one of these, and you can just taxi yourself around.
You can like make more of these.
I mean, I can't yet.
Where'd you get this?
I'd rather not talk about it. It was a private affair.
Okay, alright. You got some sugar mama, some old granny sitting around with tons of money. I get it. No worries.
Thunderous boom akin to an anvil in the distance.
It's like Ooze with that pink-haired gal.
Not quite.
Oh.
I mean,
But
yes.
Well, whatever, man.
Somewhat.
Gotta roll the dice on that bad boy.
You guys head back. You drop Jimmy off. Taking the boat, you catch excellent wind because there's a storm coming in and the wind is on your back. And you make your way to Bronze Shire in breakneck pace. You have a day on the ship you have to kind of suffer through. Is there anything specifically that you wish to do on the deck or in the brig?
I wish to use our sky fruits to make
Yeah.
mixed drinks. Here we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just thinking about the.
Hey!
So that's a
You did her.
30 total with a nat 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You find the perfect recipe. Now these are like very subtle kind of fruits. It's like a star fruit in flavor kind of thing where it's a very, very just hint of flavor in it. You find those, some nice clear alcohol that works with it, some other sweeteners and things. And you find that when you drink it, you feel light, like the fruit.
Ooh.
Drinking usually makes me feel pretty light too.
As a matter of fact, yeah, circumstance is good enough with a nat 20. The beverage itself almost has like zero gravity tendencies to it. So like if you slosh it in the glass, it'll form little bubbles and kind of tumble for a little bit.
Lava lamp.
Like a lava lamp. Where it's not true zero G or a floating liquid, but it's like
Just having fun.
like moon gravity liquid.
I'm calling it sky juice.
Sky juice.
Sky juice.
Sky juice. And yeah, with the nat 20, I'll make sure you have the recipe. There is not a ton of the fruit though to continue
mine
this
now.
with. But you do have the little seeds, and little seeds have the
Potential.
sacks of floating, the balloons around them. There is the slight potential that you could grow more.
I bet that little.
You got a druid.
You got
Mini druids.
3 plant
Oh, you
druids.
weren't there for that. I don't know. I'm
We should
pointing
be able
you.
to grow them.
Yeah.
The room with the little pond in it, inside the wandering dungeon, is probably plenty like wet enough
Super
to have
cute.
The one that's
moss on
already
the
been turned into a
ceiling.
greenhouse.
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
does have. Yeah.
Well, that's we moved things into.
Into the cavern.
Yeah.
Where the wyverns were.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that
yeah.
is
That's
the one with
room
the pool.
Yeah.
with the pool.
Yeah.
So
And
between
it's
already
cool.
got daylight in there, and
Yeah.
and the great druid
Nice
Finn
and
can
humid.
probably do something cool, something random.
Well, he can do something random.
We could-
Bartholomew.
Would be probably the
Directed result. Bartholomew would probably be a little better.
Okay, but like we might get something cool, like floating clouds in the thing to
That
grow
would
the
be
things
fucking
on.
dope. Yeah.
You
Like,
yeah.
absolutely
Random
could.
is
Or
fantastic.
we could just
You
summon
could
a sky
potentially get
demon.
that.
I would be down with that too. Like, we recruit him to our side, the Mad King becomes a chump bitch. We have a sky demon.
We got a sky demon. What are you gonna do? Anything special on the boat for your day? Anything special on the boat for your day?
I just want to bring up the point that I got bitten by a weird-looking bug, and I don't deal with a lot of bugs. I don't really like bugs.
You're from a cold place. There's not a lot of
There's not a
those.
whole lot of bugs, and it was I don't know what it was like purple or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it like went into the ground.
who
After it
trusts you
bit
to
me.
know what purple is?
He's not a dog. He's not colorblind.
I
But
mean,
he is a
actually
male.
is.
It was was burgundy, actually.
Burgundy. God, idiot.
I thought it was more of a periwinkle.
Ys, I need a wisdom check from you
Really, it was a taupe.
to potentially remember.
Exactly what it was.
Heck yeah, that's a 14.
Oh. Some weird, like, wormy. It had wings, right? Like a bee or a dragonfly, but it had, like, a wormy body to it.
Yeah.
And then it was able to burrow into the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird. Like wormy and squiggly, and it flew around too. I don't know enough about bugs, but I don't think worms should have wings.
Yeah, I don't know bugs either. There's not a great deal of bugs on the ocean.
I've seen a lot of bugs, not sky bugs. Who knows?
You see tons of sky bugs. What are you talking about?
Mosquitoes.
Is she still glued or like what's going on?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm in the brig.
All right.
I'm thinking about the
It's worn off
consequences of
towards
my
the
actions.
end of the day, right? And you're just sitting in there, just like.
It's like
Fine.
a powder around
Like,
you.
would you remember when I say cloud bugs? Like,
Yeah, there were cloud bugs. There were lots of flying insects up in the sky jelly.
exactly.
And there,
Sky
I mean,
bugs.
even the spiders flew. They had the air sac on the back of them.
Right. That's
made
not
them
normal.
float.
Those aren't like
That's super unnormal. Yeah.
they're sky bugs. Okay.
Okay.
We got sky juice. We got sky fruit. We've got sky bugs.
Okay, so
Sky
there's
jellyfish.
differentiation between the bugs from the sky jellies and just flying insects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were like sky bugs. And I'm like, you see all kinds of bugs.
No,
that
no, like
fly.
All bugs are sky bugs.
Are you going to clarify that you didn't get bit in the jelly then? That you got bit in Bronze Shire before y'all
Yes,
left?
yes.
Okay.
I would like to clarify that.
oh shit.
Although I had a little bit to drink and it kind of slipped my mind.
So the last time we saw wormy things was when we were going after the kids.
Purple worms.
I wasn't there for that.
Purple rain of worms.
Very nice.
Okay, so yeah, well that's fucked.
Yeah,
We should talk to Derek before we go.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, good call.
Derek or maybe even like Grugnug or something.
Does anybody go down for NVIDIA?
No.
No.
Okay. Day passes.
Deserved. It's deserved.
You guys land back in Bronze Shire. You exit the bus for a slight moment. Maury has a couple of the other guys get together. They unload your materials. Where do you want to store this stuff? Because like these trees, they're relatively long and
Right.
large. You know, they're not oaks, but
Try to plant
shoot,
something
each
like
individual
a
one's
birch.
like 30 foot tall.
Yeah, so those
And,
can be.
you know, decent round. You could get 3-5 planks out of them.
We can just send those like straight to the sawmill, I suppose, if we've got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a full working town. You totally
Yeah.
have a sawmill.
We have
Ship
Aslow's
those
father.
off to the-
I
to
think
the
we
sawmill.
should.
Just to make like standard size planks
Yeah,
out of.
make them a little easier to navigate.
Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna have to like
And they are incredibly light. It's
chain conveyor belt them into the dungeon because we're the only two that can go down there, and the bunny can't help lift them.
Yeah.
when they're planks, NVIDIA can lift them.
Oh well. Yeah,
These
but we have,
these
like-
are less than like 10% wood weight.
Yeah, well, we've got like 30, 40 other boxes and jars, and
Yeah.
we got a lot of stuff to put down there.
Oh yeah. You got a lot of things to move, and you got to figure out real quick because those lizards can't just stay in that jar. It's already been a day and a half that they've been in there.
They could probably live in the greenhouse too.
You just pop them into the
Yeah.
dungeon.
I just
And-
pop one and see what happens.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go chat with. Are you sure?
Almost immediately, it's hard to get the
Right.
cork undone. Like it shouldn't be this difficult, and I need a strength check from you because you're not the strongest lad in the world.
I'm gonna go get the great druid Tim.
It's a 4.
Okay, yeah, you go retrieve Tim
Yeah,
and bring him to.
I do. Yes.
Yeah, with your escort, he can get through the dungeon.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So, but you have to,
Yes.
you have to actively be with him. Otherwise, those things.
Good. I don't want him to have
Everything's
direct
gonna try
access
to
to my
paste him.
greenhouse.
He gets down there and he is impressed. And what was your total on the string?
4.
4. You can't get it unstuck.
Perfect.
You
No.
want me to get that?
Come back outside like, hey man, I can't get it. You just pass it off to you, see what happens.
Yeah.
Strength check.
Oh, okay.
As the bottle is way tighter than it should be.
We're like standing in the bar.
It's a 10.
You cannot unseat it either. You're sitting there just tugging on like, oh my god. Phil is sitting behind the bar and he just has like a hand on his head. He's just like,
These are our conquering heroes.
Eaten by a jar.
there's an invasion coming.
Can I roll?
Can I
Like a-
roll strength? I want to
Absolutely.
try.
Yeah, you get back and you're like, nah, here.
Wait, hang on, no. All right. There's a 9.
No, you cannot unseat this jar.
Can I roll like a knowledge wisdom for why we can't unseat it?
Yeah.
Or intelligence, whatever you want.
Can I get real mad and try to open it again with rage bonuses?
Yeah.
It's a 24 knowledge wisdom.
There's nothing that you have encountered in your life that would make this
Yeah.
function.
We haven't learned about pressure.
You've lived at sea level your entire life. You never climbed a mountain before.
I'm gonna grab the jar again. You're gonna see me get like real mild, get like some ice coming out. You know, just like
Real man.
The jar.
16.
16 is sufficient. Yeah, you sit there and you wrench on it and you dig your claws into this cork and finally,
That's right. I can form ice claws.
yeah, and finally, and you just, it's loud when it pops.
Cool.
And the lizard who was originally kind of buzzing around and looking curiously just flattens to the ground. And he breathes real heavily, maybe 4 or 5 times, and stops.
Put the cork back in. Put the cork back in.
Yeah, you reach for it. It does nothing.
Little buddy.
Friend.
Wake up!
Little buddy.
I think he's just sleeping.
Well, that was weird.
Tim.
Should we go like downstairs
Yeah,
and try again?
yeah, that is.
We got
Yeah.
plenty, right?
He's been standing there just watching the whole time. Fascinating, fascinating. You found that up really high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, those pressure differentials will kill you.
The what?
Pressure,
Oh,
like social pressure.
there's
I
We peer pressured it to
that
death.
is there's nothing truer that's been said. Up at like super high altitudes, there's less air, right? Or like
Right.
when you're underwater, you know, like when you dive and your ears get that pressure because there's more weight on you.
I got a boat, I don't swim.
I don't really.
You've never swam?
I mean, I don't like dive, no.
You should try. It's great, but you got to hold your breath.
Duly noted.
Yeah, don't breathe in.
Fucking Tim.
So if you go like from really high to really low, it gets you're like heavier. And so like things that live super high need to stay super high, and things that live super low need to stay super low. Otherwise, like one time I like befriended a fish and I sent him way super deep down to see what was down there, and he saw this really cool other fish. And through him, I talked the other fish into coming up and saying hi to me because he could see better underwater and I needed to be close to him so I could make a new bond so that I could see through his eyes. And so then the other fish grabbed him and just like swam to the surface. And by the time he got to the surface, that fish was like 8 times its normal size and just popped.
Oh, gross.
So, like, how do we fix this?
Oh, you got to get rid of the air in the room.
Can you do that?
No, see, because when you breathe out, it still does it.
Oh.
Fuck, I could try. You wanna try? It's gonna kill all these other plants though.
Oh, can we make like a separate room?
We got like an ice room. We could test in.
Yeah.
Sure. Was
Yeah.
it super cold up there?
It was.
It's
It
pretty
was.
cold.
Yeah, then we can do it there. How? Yeah. Do you need to get through that room ever, or can you just like stop there?
We gotta get through like sometimes.
Oh, it'll be
Never-
kind of hard to do it where you gotta like go through.
Never been here.
Well, you know, it's pretty rare
You thought
occasions.
the ice room was really cool.
We got pretty rare occasions we gotta pass through. So
Oh,
like, we'll figure
perfect.
out when we get there, I suppose.
You got like extra doors?
Not around to it.
I can make doors. Let's try this shit out. You take him to the ice room?
Yeah.
Yeah, you lead him down to the dungeon. He's like, oh, this place, he loves the pillows right out the gate.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to leave for a little bit. It takes a good
We
15,
like
20
spritz
minutes to
them a little
coerce.
bit to
Yeah.
get the stink of death out of them.
Yeah. You Febreze him a little.
I hand him a god coin.
What's this?
If you like, I don't know, it'll help. Extra magic.
I suppose I got one of those. I could just ask them to fix these so they can look
Too
at
late.
here.
You take him to the ice room. The first thing he's going to try to do is create doors, so you have an airlock.
You're not gonna just like build a door. We got some new wood in actually.
What's he doing?
His first cast of Stone Shape is successful, and out of the walls that close on each other in the first hallway, he forms another set of doors. He now has to enchant those so they are airtight. I will roll for both door sets in one go.
I could just do that with some peanut butter. I mean,
Nat 20. A success.
Excellent.
Yeah.
He does not have to roll
Yeah.
wild
I told
magic
you.
on that.
Great Druid Tim.
He casts and he goes, damn, I'm good. And he goes into the ice room and immediately eats shit.
That's fine.
Gets up a
You
couple
don't
of
need him to
times.
be graceful.
Gets to the other door. Goes to make another set of doors. Sufficient. Okay.
Truly a great wizard.
Truly.
truly.
He stands in the hallway, and as he casts Stone Shape, instead of doors coming from the two sides like happened last time, a pillar arises in the middle and takes on the shape of a human woman mooning you. And he just goes like,
Got some good decor.
all right, perfect. Now into the room, and he turns around and he goes to walk into the ice room.
Wait.
Huh?
Is that supposed to? I thought you were making doors.
The doors. The doors. The doors.
I don't think that's appropriate.
That time he manages. The statue resinks into the floor and doors appear. Airlock time. Tim with the nat 20 on the airlocks.
Fuck yeah.
They're working great. Now, magically reduce the oxygen in the room to lethal to human levels.
It's cool.
Okay. You guys are all standing in the room with him?
Well, yeah. Obviously.
One of you have to be with him,
I would say
otherwise
we
the
have
traps
to be
start
kind
to.
of, right?
Yeah. Cool. Spell functions. Wild magic does not proc.
Can he not just do it from the doorway, Tim? Please.
He's standing in the middle of the room and just, and it's sitting there, and yeah, it's making the sound, and you guys are starting to feel a little lightheaded, and a little more lightheaded. I need fortitude saves from the three of you.
Tim, can we come to like a 50-50? Wait.
Tim is on the floor, passed out.
Nice.
Nice. That was a 21.
You're good, but you are starting to get a headache.
26.
Good, same deal.
Excellent. I grab the strength check. Oh, a 9 to grab it and start
Easy.
pulling him out of the room.
You just drag him along the ice. He's just, there's a little bit of blood coming out of his nose, just trailing on the ice.
It's a 30 total.
Oh, Tim.
You feel fine.
Got a little woozy for a second.
Yeah. I mean, you still feel just like off.
What happened
And
to
you're
him?
breathing heavily, but you're doing okay. No blurry vision or anything yet, but it will come.
Yeah.
You dragged him out of the room. The airlocks function perfectly,
Excellent.
and it doesn't take more than a couple of seconds in regular air for him to just like.
You did it.
Yep. So good.
What's the problem? Why'd you pass out?
New fortitude saves or did you guys follow into the airlock?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
And he
stand
goes,
there.
oh, because there's no oxygen. And I didn't take a breath before casting the spell. And so I just passed out. You guys will do it too if you're in there long enough. Don't worry.
Oh.
Right. Do you think you can like get all these plants that we got from up there to grow in here? We have some seeds. We have some things. We have some trees.
What do they grow in?
Moss.
You got some moss?
Plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make them grow in there. Absolutely.
I grab another jar of lizard
Gosh.
and I go in and release it.
Yeah, you go in and you. It
Chunk.
pops out super easy. And he just buzzes around and starts looking about the place.
Yes. I run upstairs and get chicken.
Yeah, you get some chicken for him?
Yep.
Devours. Loves it.
Excellent.
Yes, you have a functioning ecosystem for the sky jellies now.
Perfect.
And those
Oh, yeah.
enchantments will hold semi-permanently. Permanently, you might need to, as someone with some kind of magical potential, take some kind of power source down there at some point and
Rejuice
re-up
the
it every now and
dungeon.
then. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a plan anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, if you use that apparatus and rejuice the entire dungeon, it'll work just fine for this environment as well as the greenhouse.
Cool.
Otherwise, every now and then enchantments just need a little re-upping.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. Good job.
Tim is on that. You get him. You escort him down long enough that you get the seeds started. You get the moss kind of set out.
Okay, I'll stay down here with them while you guys can go get Grugnug and start preparing for.
The trees are at the mill, and you didn't collect any of what you would have considered seeds.
Well, we got like the
You got
fluff.
the whole. Yeah, you got the whole fluff.
Yeah.
Do you just like send some of the fluff down and stick it in the moss?
Well, I would assume that we would take like the druid Tim like up to
Yeah.
see the stuff. He can pick out what he needs.
That
and
might
bring
take
it down.
significantly longer to do. Because you got to go up, find one of the jellies, make sure it's safe.
We just like
No, like the stuff from the ship.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
yeah. We just like sprinkle the fluff on the floor. We just
You just sprinkle some of the fluff around and hope that it goes.
I'm not a plant guy. right?
Unfortunately, it does not.
Okay, well,
It's
what
not
you
the
gotta
seeds.
do.
These are the leaves.
No.
No.
Unfortunate.
But it adds some like mulch to the environment, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like carpet on the ice. And
Do you also release like the floating spiders
We kind of have to, right, to have a
And-
functioning ecosystem.
Yeah.
Like,
and the other insects?
not
you,
all of them. We
you
keep
release.
like 2 of each. Bring decay.
Okay.
Yeah, Noah's Ark
God.
style.
Ark style.
Yeah. We just come up with some like ambiguous system of determining whether or not they're male or female, and just bring them up accordingly.
Whether it works or not, I don't know.
All right. You guys get everything distributed. You want to go see Derek real quick.
Yes.
Yes, you go to his triage camp. He is getting things built. There's like this framing of legit buildings now.
Oh. This is
Construction
looking,
crews are working pretty fast.
looking pretty good over here, Derek. Gotta say.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Point of concern that I have. Over on at the Mad King Day, I got bit by a really strange bug.
Do you have the bug? Did you put it in a jar?
No, that's the thing.
It's been a while.
It had wings,
Uh-huh.
and it was a worm.
Okay.
And after it hit me in the back of the neck, it burrowed into the ground.
Can I see the back of your neck?
Yes.
Yeah, he looks it over, pokes around, and goes, "Ooh, that is quite a nasty little welt." And when he pokes, it's sensitive.
It's kind of itchy.
It was a worm that
It looked like a worm.
flies and
Yeah.
burrows into the ground.
Yes.
I will have to look into this. In the meantime, and he'll cast a neutralized poison on you, just to be safe.
Sweet.
I'll consult what books I have on species, but I've never heard of a flying worm that burrows as well. That's very strange.
Yeah.
And has teeth.
And I was
Odd.
pretty drunk at the point, so I'm not sure if I remember it correctly.
Right, but you did get bit by something.
Definitely something weird.
I will look that up. Hopefully, if it was venomous or anything, that spell that I cast on you should be more than sufficient to handle it. If you feel any side effects or anything strange happen, come see me.
You
I
know,
will.
your kidney stops randomly.
Just come find me, you know.
Heart
Small
palpitations.
things. Sudden,
One of your
Sweet.
eyeballs falls out and just dangles there for a minute.
That's
sudden and
completely
deadly
normal.
sensitivity to strobe lights.
Cheek falls off.
I would also like to do the same with Grugnug.
You talk to Grugnug
Yeah,
about
he
it?
seems like a smart guy.
So you just go up and say, "Hey, Grugnug, I was bit by a flying worm."
Yeah.
He laughs at you. He just...
You know anything? You know anything about bugs?
Yeah.
It was like a worm that flew in and burrowed into the ground. Don't know how normal that is,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So anyway, you come get your kinfolk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Setting off.
He just like goes into his nest for a brief moment. He comes out with this little tiny ragtag backpack.
that's adorable. I got one too. Matches the same.
Same size.
Same size
And
and
yeah,
everything.
he'll go crawl onto the ship.
You good with heights? You never try. Okay, well, first for everything.
Who do you take?
I'm gonna pass out in there.
As far as like when you get to the dungeon section of this, you get Grugnug because you have to have him with you, and you can have one apprentice. But as far as is on the ship is, you can bring a small crew.
Yeah, so for the ship, same crew minus Mo plus Bella, I think was the plan, right?
Yeah.
Bo kind of looks disappointed when
Which
you tell him
one
he's
is-
off the team.
Which one is Bella again?
She's the anti-magic gal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know her too well because she went with Harway
He was
way back in
pre-Donald.
the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, she makes anti-magic fields around her
Yeah.
Sweet.
and
She's
can
fucking
shut down
bougie,
targeted magical effects now because she's been training.
which is super important.
And so who is your on the
Strike
mission?
team.
You guys, Grugnug.
And who are the other kids that we have with us? Sorry.
Kids you got with you:
Frida.
Frida, Aslo, Amelia, Maury, and now Bella.
I feel like we're pretty good.
I think we should maybe just leave all the kids with the ship, to be fair. We need some kind of heavy defending force.
Yeah. That's
Sure.
fine. Yeah.
Sure. I think that's good.
And then when we just go in, it'll just be us and Grug.
What about the rabbit?
Well, yes. The
Oh
rabbit's
yeah,
coming.
the rabbit.
Still in the break.
Just bringing you down food these last day and a half.
I finally, I'll go down and get her at this point.
Like, hey, you can
go-
come out.
you go
yeah,
and open
something
it through the
reminded me of the
doors.
rabbit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
And Zelly comes and opens the door for you.
Are you gonna throw me off the ship again? Okay, cool.
If a buddy could look exasperated.
Oh, this rabbit absolutely can. This is very cartoon rabbit.
Yeah, I don't know what it'll take to get this glue
So,
off you, but I'm gonna try.
Oh,
I-
it's like crusted off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a
I've just been
powder.
wallowing
Yeah.
in my own stupidity, so.
Okay, cool.
Slowly
I'm
eating the
sorry I
tail.
threw you off the ship.
That's all I wanted to hear.
dick.
I still don't think you should have killed that bug, but
Who's gonna eat
it was floating away.
Was it
Yeah.
The last shot, it totally was.
the last shot? But before then,
At that point, it was too late, right? Like,
Just putting it out of its misery at that point, right?
I
yeah.
just wanted to give it
But I am sorry that I threw you off the ship and the kids were super upset and I kind of overreacted, but also
yeah, we had to get the
everybody knows that I'm really serious about animals.
Any apology that ends in "but" is not an apology.
You got an apology, okay? This is character growth.
But
But I am sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
I've got 2 butts.
Well,
The second butt was just a sorry.
we're good.
sorry, Bob.
We do need to get the kids ready because like somebody's gonna die.
Both of you take an inspiration for that. It's very nice. Take a d6.
Thank you.
Oh, is it?
In NVIDIA, recover 3 prestige.
Yay!
For doing the heroic thing of apologizing for starting PvP.
For being an
With
asshole.
your system, so I already have 1d6. Does it go
Goes
to
up
a
to a
d8?
D.
You did the
Okay.
bare minimum.
So it'll just
Yeah, you
increase.
apologize.
You'll never have a D4,
Good job, champ.
and it'll just increase by a die
I
size
might need to call
category
off
up
that
to
therapist
D12.
yet.
And then if you get more, it just disappears. So
I
if you
will
get a D12,
apologize
use
to the
a D12.
kids.
You can give it to anybody on
Give
any
them like a
roll. You don't have to
candied
be there
apple
for
or
it
something. They'll
anything
be
like
all
that.
about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tell them, no, I'm not actually trying to kill its Ellie.
It was a prank, bro.
It's just
I did it for the vine.
And you guys are getting your kids ready for the idea that you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually did it for the vine.
Frida is very distraught with that idea.
It's pep talk.
Aslo is just kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. I need to get to the crow's nest and use spotting for you guys. So when you're done being dramatic,
Yeah. It's
Let me know.
Bella knows
Yeah.
how to steer the ship, so like you can get back if we die.
yeah. Yeah, Bella's just like standing there like, I could be captain if you die.
She like pulls out a dagger.
She's like, if you're the only one who dies, I still get to be captain, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, because Finn's not going to take it.
No, you just gotta keep him in line, or he's doing good business.
Oh.
You know, he'll make you good money.
Oh, he'll make me good money.
Why does it sound like she's gonna pimp out Finn when he's older?
He's a good guy. I like him. I'll keep him around. Amelia looks like really worried for a minute, but then she gets this strange look of determination and just goes below deck.
Bella pulls out like a paper mache captain's hat. She's been working on it.
She just unfolds it from her pocket. She's had it the whole time. She's had her sights on your job since day one.
Ambitious.
Uh,
I like it.
She's going to be the pirate queen.
and
Got
Maury
lots
just
of
kind of
good-
like quietly nods along as you guys give him the little pep speech of like, hey, so like this could be incredibly dangerous. Just silently nods.
Oh, not like this specific trip. Like this specific trip's probably gonna be okay, but like in general, one of us is gonna die.
Death comes for us all in the end.
Roll a perception when you say that. Everybody can if you so desire.
That's a solid 15.
You don't see it.
Yeah.
That is an unnat 20.
20 total? No.
25.
32.
5, yes, and 32, yes. You two see when there's like this trip will probably be like a walk in the park. Grugnug like visibly just goes like and just kind of like turns away for a moment and
Wait,
goes
what
and
are we
like
doing?
checks on something else.
Oh, we're getting his kinfolk.
Okay.
Yeah, he holds the map back up to you, and just right at like the tip of Iron Shire, going into the sea, there's just an X drawn in crayon that just says family.
So this is a
Just
fun one, huh,
fam.
buddy? It's one of those families.
Oh,
Family's good. It's getting to the family that's the hard part.
yeah.
See, I'm good at this. I can swim okay.
You can turn into a fish.
Yeah.
Yes, you can swim.
Yeah. I mean,
You can do it.
Somewhat
do
of a topic of debate.
How much do you weigh?
how much do I weigh?
With or without armor?
Preferably with, because you're going to need it for the trip. I mean, I guess you could like strip and put it in your bag of holding for the.
That's actually a really good idea.
But then you'll have to take the time
It
to put it
takes
back on.
It does.
like 20 minutes to put full plate on,
Yeah.
and you need help.
With armor, like 400 pounds,
Yeah, it's a bit more than my disc can hold.
roughly. About like a little bit bigger than Hulk Hogan.
Diamond crawl. You gotta like commando in. Yeah. Yeah.
So we gotta not wear underwear in there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On the deck of the ship, he just like drops trap. Everyone's like, ah!
I don't quite understand, but
We've all seen it enough at this point. We're good.
usually it's with peanut butter, so like this is
I wear a
sans
loincloth.
peanut butter.
When enjoying said peanut butter, I wear loincloth for courtesy. Okay, like I'm not that much of an animal.
He's
Go
not a
relax.
barbarian.
I'm not a straight barbarian. I'm gonna take a level in fighter. Okay?
I'm gonna take a level fighter eventually.
Gain some smarts, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
All right, new day. You guys have been flying for a little while. You're still a good little ways out. I would like to strategize at this point. How close to Iron Shire are you gonna get? There's town defenses. There's a wall around the city.
Yeah. We pull up the map.
There's generally speaking boats that patrol the ocean. Yeah, let's put the map out, and I can
And-
point out to you guys more specifically where the X
Nvidia
is
would
as well.
ask, like, very specifically about the region that his family is in, because depending on what, if we're gonna need to be swinging, like, I need to know what kind of spells I need to prepare.
So you have Iron Shire, of course, hanging out right here, and we are good on the map.
Yeah.
The X is like right there. This little tiny tip of the
Gotcha.
peninsula. Yeah.
Is
Dead
This thing
in.
is the
underwater?
lizard
No. Not yet.
No, yeah,
Grub
working
tribe?
on that.
That's the next step.
grub tribe?
I mean, listen, you're having a laugh. You think I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to the underwater city without a boat?
Surprisingly
Cannons,
enough,
mate,
it's very
cannons.
close to
Cannons.
Vikel Manor.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. How unfortunate.
Yeah. As it turns out. Ironic.
So, like, when you say poison swamp, right?
How poison?
You guys are currently flying over it. Yeah, you look down, it is this black-gray, tarish water that goes through, and there are pips of land with what appear to be plant life growing on it.
Does it have like a bog, like a fog?
There's a little bit of a fog to it, but
Did
not-
Kay ever get his vials of stuff that he wanted?
Oh,
from
yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Okay.
No one's talked to him about it though, so he's just kind of done something for himself with them. And
Yeah, I just know that he wanted
So-
that.
On the trip there, so it doesn't take long to do.
No.
I would like to have enchanted that last gem of wondrous power with obscuring mist.
yeah.
I want to park the boat. This is what I'm thinking.
No, I can walk on that.
Right outside, like the edge of the poison swamp,
It's so cool.
and then we're just gonna have to kind of look or swim it from there.
Okay.
I mean, it's like
That's
it's
a
a
long
while,
ways.
but
Yeah.
I've got some personal flotation devices. I mean,
Invidie, are you hanging out on deck most of your time,
We
or are
get
you
dragged
below
by
deck
a
most of
whale.
the time?
One thing I am going to do on the journey up,
Or
I'm
not.
going to go around and apologize to the
Something
kids
great.
that were there and just talk to them a little bit because,
That's good. Frida and Amelia really.
You know.
yeah,
You
I know
Aslo
they
kind of
were.
got over it.
I
and
had a lot of time to think. My 2 days in the brig, so.
Speaking to Mo would have been nice, but he's not here anymore.
Yeah.
'Cause
If
he was
Maury
freaked out.
hadn't been the one to like grab, because he's obviously our very sensible lad, and he was like, "Wait a minute, you're all fuckheads, but especially you."
Like, that's super not cool, bro.
Yeah. So I'm very thankful to Maury, so I thank him as well.
He just gives you a slight bow.
Yeah.
Oh, and this might go without. Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, otherwise I need to talk to Grug, but I'll probably stay on deck and just like watch the sky
Okay.
and shit as I'm preparing my spells.
Then in a minute, what were you saying?
I was saying, it might go without saying, but like Bella's hammock is right next to the brig.
Just in
She can produce a
case.
field to sleep so that you can keep real prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Smart. As you guys swing down to the poison swamps, Invidie, I need you to make a will save.
No! No! That's a natural 1.
This is the biggest ecological disaster you've seen in your entire life.
Guys, I just had a little moment of character growth, and now it's like complete regression. Yeah. Awesome.
1 step forward, 3
Yeah,
steps back.
you're losing your shit at this.
Yeah.
It's very obviously not supposed to be like this. There are husks of horrid dead trees gnarled around. You can sense in this water the pure horridness and the heavy metals that are sitting in here.
You
Awesome.
painted like this once.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't catch me, I'm gonna fucking jump off the ship and like try to start cleaning stuff up.
How? Whoa, you jump into the water?
No, she doesn't.
No, I can fly.
Oh, okay. You're gonna, okay.
I can turn into
have
a bird.
That's a 29 on a grapple check to
Yeah,
grab her.
yeah, yeah. Idzeli's gonna grab your tootsies as you try to jump off.
Yeah.
What do you possibly have that could help against this?
She doesn't know, but she's
It
gonna
doesn't
try.
matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
That's how we do everything.
So
Will
you're
save,
you're
will
planning on
save.
parking like here in
Yeah.
the swamps, laying anchor, and then swimming across the sea.
Yeah.
This like several mile journey.
Yeah.
we have a shapeshifter.
Yeah, she can drag us.
As
Yeah,
an
that's
octopus.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can be a giant octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
The
or a
ocean
whale.
that the poison swamps dumps into
Could you be a whale?
is
Yeah, I could be a
horrendous
You just go in your
and
mouth.
dead. There are constant dead fish popping up that were swimming in the normal ocean. And
Yeah.
getting caught
If
in
I'm
this
like a
and die.
comical rabbit, it's like I've got the like, I'm seething. It's like a JoJo, like
I can see it around you.
you can see the rage.
You guys have landed. Nvidia's losing her shit. Do you pull it together to abandon, or you like
Give
you
her
gotta
a
leave me
drink.
here to work on this?
If you give me a drink, I'm gonna pass
tiny
out.
rabbit shot.
I will pass out. That's a better roll than a 1.
Which is?
For a will save, 17.
Oh,
I'll leave it up to you what you
Yeah.
do you take a tiny rabbit shot and then turn into an octopus for us? Come on, you can do it. Just a little shot. Come on. Peer
This
pressure.
is
No, it's okay.
It's right. This is what we're fighting against.
this is
right?
why no one should exist.
I agree.
This is why I blow things up.
So we need to put all of
You
that
just know in your
repressed.
soul that
we
this
need
is a man-made
exactly. So
disaster.
take all of that and bottle it deep down inside, right? And then when we get to the Mad King, then finally you just release everything you've been storing up. You just got to bottle it deep down. That's how you get through life. You just shove everything deep down, and then you never think about it again.
No, this is why I set things on fire.
Do we take Velios? Is he with you?
No, Velios
No, he
hung
probably
out.
saved that.
He would have been a great raft.
Velios could make himself into a raft. Yeah.
Shove it down. Take a shot. That's
got
how we
like
get
an-
through.
we
That's
got-
how we get through life.
We got an invasion coming up. Just hold it for that at least.
Okay, we're coming back.
Yeah.
We will.
We're
come back.
fixing this.
Yes.
We're coming back.
Until we got it.
I guess this is kind of a disaster. We might come back.
Yeah, but like I can't fix this. You
Maybe
can't
not.
fix this.
But maybe like,
How the fuck am I
I supposed to mix this? Like,
Could freeze it.
We could fill it with peanut butter.
That's what you do. You just make us a path. Just
I am not.
Can I be a giant shark?
Yeah, you could be a giant shark.
like,
How will you carry
It'd be
us
a lot
as
harder
giant
to.
shark? I guess we could ride on your back.
He was saying I should be a whale and you guys could sit in my mouth.
That'd be safer than a giant shark.
Yeah.
it's just sharp ass teeth.
But neither of that would be better than an octopus, probably.
Yeah.
You just grab them.
Yeah.
Grab them and hold them.
Hold them and
Grab it, just
Oh,
hold
yeah.
them up with a couple arms and use the others.
Yeah,
to
there's
jet.
enough of you guys.
Or you can like keep us below the water and then like
Yeah, I can
once
do
a while
I can do
pops
the
up.
jet propulsion thing a couple times.
Exactly. We'll just get a
Yeah.
little whiplash.
Yeah.
So remember, kids, the mist stays on at all times.
Aye!
Sleep in shifts.
Aye!
Bella knows how to work the cannons. It's pretty simple. Light and go.
Okay!
Is Finn here?
No.
No, he's back home.
Yeah, he's back home working on the map.
I was gonna say, give me every single inch of this region. I need it.
Amelia does come to you guys right at the tail end, and she has
The tail end.
yeah
I
right
don't have tails.
just after you wild shape. She's got these little amulet charms, one for the three of you. It doesn't last forever. This enchantment might last a week, and it's just a one-time use, and then it'll puddle out. But it gave you just about a day of being able to breathe underwater.
Oh, that's
perfect.
plenty useful.
She's
Heck yeah.
incredible.
Fucking pocket that, boys.
Hell yeah.
I only got through 3. I couldn't make one for Grugnug, but it's his house, so I kind of figured that he'd not drown because he'd away.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and of course, Nvidia's an octopus. So
sometimes.
2 tentacles up.
currently, yes. Good luck. Don't die.
Yeah, you too. Keep the ship in shape. Just remember, bathrooms that way. Don't use the deck, please. I know it's a poop deck, but like.
Rita snickers at that one. The rest of the kids look at you and roll their eyes because you probably told that joke like 30 times already.
Absolutely.
You guys jet out. It is super late in the day. Darkness befalls you. Want to take the map?
It's
Yeah.
the map. It's the map.
I'm
Putting
ranting
fine now.
under my breath
Looks
the
great
entire
on the
way
fucking
about the
overhead.
swamps.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not gonna shut up
that
about the
does look really
swamps
good
for
on
a
the overhead.
second.
And I'm just gonna keep.
Yeah.
No, I
All you
can't
take
talk
with you is
underwater. Never
Grugnug.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well,
figure
you
if
might be
anyone
able
needs
to
the
if you
help,
can
it's the
breathe
ship.
underwater.
Yeah.
Amulet, right?
They're-
With the
they're
sound
fairly
guy,
Yeah, I
obscured,
wouldn't. Yeah, I
but-
wouldn't hear
Yeah.
you anyway. So.
Theoretically, yeah, I could talk, but I just don't. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would work.
Probably not.
No.
You guys jet yourselves through. Middle of the night, giant octopus, occasionally jumping up for breaths. You do have those charms. It'll last 24 hours. If you want to activate those,
Oh yeah.
you could just make a straight beeline there.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Grugnug needs to go for air every now and then, but he's a very competent swimmer, as it turns out. The tail is very powerful. It just jets him along. It's like a monitor lizard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys make it. You see shoreline, and you see these humongous, fancy manor houses, part stone, part wood. They've got these gated walls around them. There's guards walking around. There are these magical lamps stationed all across the high street there. They're all beachfront properties. Perception rolls from you guys.
Wouldn't
as
mind a
you're kinda looking at
vacation
this.
here, eh?
16.
33.
30,
That's good.
30 total.
Good.
24.
24, just insufficient. You two see one particular manor catches your eye. It has a high stone wall around it, high enough that you can't see the first story of the building. But on one side is a high-rising, maybe 5-6 story tall stone tower, very military-like shaped. It's got the crenellations on the top. They're decorative, but like in a pinch could probably be used. And then the manor attached to it is this heavy treated, beautiful redwood, large windows, tons of guards walking around. But the sign in front catches your eye on the gate. Manor Vikel.
What an easy target.
Not more than a couple hundred yards from the shore.
Oozle's not with us.
Grugnug steers you
Then you
guys
have
around.
2 irate party members.
You, actually, NVIDIA, recognize somebody
Oh shit. Okay.
that goes into the gate.
That's weird.
A male, youngish. He's got this air and attitude about him. You remember him from session 2. Chris.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Who made
Wow.
the duplicates of himself and zapped the shit
That's
out
a
of
long time ago.
Oozle.
That
Yeah.
cheeky son of a bitch.
Yeah. You recognize him as he walks into the manor.
Right. He.
Could you imagine trying to restrain Oozle from just going up there?
Oh, yeah.
Just all marching up and trying to bash heads at level 8.
And unfortunately, I don't have the grapple to get Marquise. Oozle and its Zelly. I don't know who would win.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Grugnug takes you a couple hundred yards offshore, and his tail goes up in the air, and he dives straight down. You guys follow him, and in between a couple large boulders seated in this kind of mucky beach end, there's just a hole no bigger than this large pizza-sized hole, and he swims easily into it because he's a small fella. But he just kind of gives you guys the wave in.
Were we supposed to fit through that hole?
As you are deep underwater.
I just follow.
Yeah, quick acrobatics to schmooze your way on through.
Can a giant octopus still squeeze through?
Yes.
Cool.
Because
Only
octopi can
Yeah.
squeeze through like anything.
Yeah. I'm just making
smaller
sure.
than their beak.
Since I'm
Yeah,
large.
it is not bigger than your beak. It is strenuous on you. It is kind of close.
But I got
being a giant octopus, but you
Cool.
have it.
22.
22, sufficient. Yeah, you can navigate through just fine. Grugnug doesn't stay too far away from you as the water is murky. There is no way to be moving through this without kicking up silt, and it is very hard to keep with him. He does produce a small light.
Just like grab your hand and pull you towards
Yeah,
the hole.
unfortunately for the two of you, the giant octopus has gone in and just squeezed along the sides, and it is just like this billow of black silt and nastiness.
Would it help if they like held on to like one tentacle as I
Nah, you're already
crawl
gone.
through? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You might be called upon to go pull one of them out.
All right, well, I'm going to go
Wait for
through.
it to settle for a while. I got plenty of time.
Yeah, you got a day. You don't know what's going on inside there, though. But
Yeah. Well, even without the amulet, I could hold my breath for an hour per point of constitution.
What?
Oh, that's right. You got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's
How?
the monk metabolism.
Yep.
I'm going to go through the tiny hole.
Yeah.
Roll acrobatics.
So the same stats as a turtle.
Is that a feat?
My armor.
It's a
My
unchained
giant
monk
armor.
feat, or ability.
Mm,
As long as I have one key point.
gotcha.
The abilities aren't useful for combat, but they're super good for utility.
you like put your head in and you just corkscrew your shoulders in a little bit and immediately stop. It's like nipples down, still outside the hole. His arms are just flailing in the side. Strength check to push him in.
Not going to be great, but I'll do my best. It's an 11.
No, you make no progress.
I'm going to look over at them. I don't have any arms, so I'm just
You can't
gonna
see. It is the water is full of black silt.
Right, and the hole's
There's
small.
zero
It's not like
visibility.
you can really turn around
Yeah,
to look at you.
you'd have to go all the way out and turn back around.
Do I need to speak to cast Force Disc?
You two and Grugnug pop up. What mini do you want me to use for you? Is yours dry?
You can probably use Kenosi for now.
So you're
I
not
sure
taking
do. So sorry, buddy. Like, I was just going to like press a disc of force against you and hope to guide you in that way, but
You know, it's
You could
fine.
roll a concentration check to cast without
Also,
burning
it's like
components.
what we were
Yeah.
talking about. If you can breathe underwater, theoretically, you can speak underwater.
Yeah.
It just won't produce sound.
Yeah,
So would
you
that
do.
still
There's the minuses that go along to that because you can still cast because you can like scream underwater and stuff.
Right.
Regardless,
But you
And
won't
it's-
be
and it's
understood,
not-
maybe.
it's not exactly the fact that you make these audible sounds that another person can hear and hear in a coherent way.
Gotcha.
It's that you have to go through those magical symbols.
Part of the ritual.
Yeah. It's part of the physical way that spells are cast.
there's a 7 on the die. It's not
No,
happening.
no, you can't keep the spell.
So, like, is the whole, like, the same size of the entrance all the way through, or does it open up a little bit?
It
on
seems
the other
like
side?
it seems like it's just a tunnel.
I gotta get like a coin enchanted with disc so I could just like flip it.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's a cool idea. It just like expands, bubbles out from there, the coin stays in the middle.
Yeah.
You two and Grugnug, though, pop out the other side after a good long swim. You are in this hot, humid, moist cavern. And it is dark, it is empty. Grugnug has his one little light going on.
Or I mean, if we
And
could,
there
like,
are little
pull me
pools
out,
of
like,
water
try to take
all
my armor
across,
off. 'Cause
stalagmites
I'm
and
pretty decent
stalactites,
acrobatics without the penalty.
all abound.
We pull
And he
you
just
out,
kind of
we can suck you into a bag
Hangs
of
and
holding
looks at the
and
whole
a little
waiting
bit of
for
ocean,
the rest of the party.
and then just
A little bit of time passes as these two are trying to figure something
It's
out and nothing seems to be
Because
working.
I got in like up to my shoulders, right?
Yeah, you're like nipple deep.
So like, if I'm nip deep, my bag of holding should be on my waist.
I was gonna use mine in this instance. We have to
Oh,
get you
okay.
out either way, but
Okay, I mean,
You try to pull him out now?
I'm gonna have to. He can't do it himself.
can I like assist? Can I like
You could try, yeah. Strength check too.
flex it? I don't know, make the hole a little bit bigger.
Flexing is
You
not
want to
no.
just expand the ground? What are you talking about?
Relax.
If you
relaxing.
push against, you're actually going to hinder him. But
It's
go
a-
for it.
22 grapple check.
You grapple, but that
Yeah.
doesn't.
And
I
the
need
strength check
strength.
comes after,
Yeah.
but
Strength?
Yeah, strength to try to wedge yourself.
That was a 14 on the strength.
Yeah, you're busting out your shoulders as
I'm
much
just
as you
like-
can. You can feel your arms like sink into the mud a little.
I
and
just
stuff,
like want to loosen it, you know?
But it seems like working it doesn't deteriorate. You know what I mean?
well,
14 to plant my legs on either side and try to.
You're just like. There is nothing.
y'all are already
There's
God.
no progress. A little bit of time passes, and Grugnug is just like tapping his foot, looking at the ground, and he just like looks at the two of you and goes,
So if I have air breathing, like if I cast air breathing on myself and then just like keep casting create water on myself a little bit, am I not gonna will I be good? I'm
Yeah.
not gonna dry out. And,
Yeah. Also, there's like these big puddles here. If you find deep enough ones, you can just kind of puddle hop.
Yeah. I mean, I pretty much always have create water, but like I just know a puddle's not gonna be enough for a giant octopus to sustain.
If it is just
so.
a puddle.
Yeah.
But you guys did come out. What you came out of looks
Yeah.
like a puddle now. So these could
Yeah.
be other tunnels,
Okay, cool.
which would be sufficient for you to squeeze into to re-up yourself.
Okay.
Because octopi can be
So
outside
I won't
water for a good
cast
little
it
while.
yet, but I'll have it. I have it on
Yeah.
hand.
Do you want to keep going or do you want to go back for him? God damn it. I swim back down.
Yeah, you make your way back through the tunnel,
See Issa's
incredibly
face.
dark, and eventually you just come to the back of Issa's head. And you see just light peeking from around him as he's just struggling. He has made it shoulder deep into this thing, and that's it.
We gotta get you through here. All right, strength check. Perfect. 22. 21.
Yeah, you grab a hold of the back of his breastplate and you just start pulling and just like backpedaling your way in through the mud. Or wait, you just see a couple bubbles come out from the hole, and then East just starts like.
Oh, they got him. I just let go.
Eventually, his legs disappear. It takes a while. It takes a good long while, and you're pulling him through, and eventually, your feet hit air. You crawl out, and you're able to get him and pull him out through this. Some of the stone around breaks. Water just flows out of your mouth and lungs.
I'm not dumb. I'm large.
Harway, you don't need an acrobatic check. You're a small creature. Yeah. Very shortly, you just pull him out, and Aziz is just like trying to explain himself. Harway just crawls out, super easy.
Pull my hat out of my bag of holding. And
It's dry, perfectly dry. Put it on your wet head, and you're like, whatever.
All right, let's go.
Like a glove?
Grugnug starts leading you through twisting, winding caverns. You come across every now and then a little pulverized kobold body.
Ooh.
Like
And-
how pulverized?
Like, well, some of them super pulverized, some of them look like burnt and scalded, like they were boiled. Some are just crushed. Some have a cut on their gut, and their guts have spilt out. There's
So, like-
lots of like little tabards and cloths around, and Grugnug just goes and he just covers each one as you go.
So like, what are we? What are we walking in here, bud? Like, it's bad. You get a call and then it's bad. All right. All right. Just hold on. Speaking of, like, Bella.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Wait. No. Wait. Wait a second. What's going on?
We support. And
Support. Wait.
and it cuts out.
Shit.
The kids are in danger.
We can only handle one crisis at a time. Let's go. We gotta keep moving.
Forward
Save his
first.
family.
My ship's in danger.
You guys are. You guys are like.
Where the
Why
party
is Ellie
dissolves.
the voice of reason right now? No, this is a bad plan.
When the drunk is the voice of reason.
You're like a half day. You're like a half day swim if you're a giant octopus away from the ship right now. Far away swimming, you're like 4 days.
Yeah.
So you stick with the party?
I kind of have to, I guess.
They're smart-ish. They know
It's
what
the
they're
only ship of
doing.
its kind that we know of, right? I can't lose it. I mean, the kids too, I suppose.
Yeah, the kids. This ship, anyways. Grugnug.
She's taking it flying. That's
Let
probably
us
exactly
please
what's
continue.
happened.
Yeah.
She decided to be
He
captain
leads
for
you
the
down a
day.
couple winding hallways. You guys wind up in a large chamber.
It's like all Haraway said was that the mist had to stay on. He didn't say we had to stay here. He just to the skies.
Just like doing donuts and shit in the sky.
Every now and then you guys have to go puddle hop. You go through a puddle and there's a tunnel that goes to another cavern.
More wrenching east through it.
Yeah.
You take off the armor, it'd be a lot easier.
We could just find a way to shrink it. It'd be even better.
Can you shrink people?
No, only animals.
What is marching order? Grugnug's up front
Yeah.
because he's leading you guys.
I'm mid because I'm mid.
I should probably stay in the back because I am large.
I would like to be right behind Grugnug.
Perfect.
And
I'll be
What a great target to have to shoot arrows past.
between Haraway and
Gotcha.
yeah.
okay.
With my 200 hit points. In rage.
You'll be soaking bullets from both sides.
Cool. Interesting.
It's cool I can shoot into melee without a minus 4.
that doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
that's okay.
So that would be you guys are walking by these 3 puddles in this large room. When out from the puddles, harpoons.
Harpoons!
Haraway, what is your AC?
Pretty decent. 25. 26. Sorry.
26. That'll hit. And it's Ellie. Your AC.
25.
Hit as well. 2 harpoons go and they lodge themselves into upper thighs, your leg.
Say, can I deflect projectile?
Which leg?
That only works if you're aware.
Wait.
This is an ambush.
Ian. Which leg?
Haraway's. That'd be Haraway's left. It's Zelly's right. So it is your metal leg. So just clang. No damage for you. Haraway, you take 4 points of damage. And what are your CMDs?
Oh boy.
26.
31.
Well, 31. Nice. It's Zelly. I had a nat 16 on the die. It is sufficient. Haraway, in any other circumstance, you would have been fine, but I nat 20.
Yeah.
You are pulled into this pond, and Zelly, you are pulled into this one and are taken below the water. And I need a perception roll from both of you as we go into initiative.
Can I get a perception roll?
You can roll initiative.
Okay.
28.
26.
There are kobolds in this large pool. The entire under area of this is one large pool of water, and there's about 10, 20 kobolds. And they are hanging out in the water. They all have these harpoons and ropes, and they have drug you in.
He would have like purposefully dropped his hat on the deck.
Yeah, your hat's dry still on the deck. All right.
Fuck.
Initiative, East.
I got a 19.
Haraway.
Nat 20 for a 25. Or sorry, 29.
29.
Bad 9?
21.
21.
5 dex plus 4 for improved initiative.
I got improved initiative. Now I got
9.
And 9.
more dex.
Not so great. Not so great. Enemy coming in after their surprise round on initiative 22.
Let's play. What spells does Haraway have prepared?
Spells are for nerds,
And Grugnug,
even though I have like 8 spells.
initiative 6. Harsh. Haraway, we do start with your turn. Unfortunately, since it was an ambush, you don't get a surprise round on the people who just surprised you.
Yeah.
But you're acting very fast.
Beautiful. Yeah. God. Once again, we find Haraway underwater. Am I within melee range of anything?
No, not currently.
Okay, I didn't think so. How dark is it down here?
It is just about pitch black. There's a little bit of light coming from the pools above because of
Yeah.
Grugnug.
Okay. I want to try to shoot an arrow of flare burst at one of the kobolds I can see.
You're using the bow, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull and draw, and the arrow just kind of like...
But does it make contact?
It does roll to hit, I guess. You can attempt. You can always try.
31.
31 is good, but not good enough with the penalties for shooting underwater.
Yeah.
So you release in this air, just kind of, and it takes an odd turn down as it hits some kind of current or something. And the flare burst goes off. There's a kobold or two around there. You get a nice bright flash through the area. They do not succeed that fortitude save. You get a good look. There's maybe 2 dozen.
Beautiful. Okay.
That's your full turn?
I mean, I'm still harpooned and grappled.
Yes.
So I'm just use my movement to follow the line.
You start trying to like pull on the line.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Enemy's turn. Mini harpoons start coming your guys' way. You are able to deflect one because you have deflect projectile. Do you have deflect projectile, Elizabeth?
No.
No.
With combat reflexes, can I deflect 5?
No. Not how that works. You deflect one, 4 or 5 others connect with you. It's only one other connects with you. And now, Haraway, the lines are being pulled taut on you from all directions, trying to keep you still. Izelle, you've got like one from this direction, one from that. You've got plenty of playing room.
I only have the one, right? Because the one bounced off my metal leg.
It bore into your leg.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just didn't do damage.
Gotcha.
Can I roll like a sense motive to see if these are supposed to be kill shots?
Yeah, absolutely. Haraway, you take like 10 points of damage. Izelle, 3. If that does not give you any.
The 22.
They are not. These are, it's, it hurts, but it's like an entanglement that they're trying to do. They're trying to immobilize you.
Okay.
Izelle, it is your turn.
Excellent. I am going to do my best to render myself free and
Okay.
pull myself like upward.
Yeah.
22. I'm considered grappled.
Yes.
Yeah. So 26.
26. You start swimming against these guys, and there's the 2 of them trying to pull on you. That is not sufficient to stop you from making progress. You get like a hand out of the pool, but don't quite get purchase yet. So you guys see Izelle's hands are like sloshing up and splashing all around. East.
Hey, Grugnug. This is a normal thing for this to happen down here, or
He looks like super surprised all of a sudden, and he just kind of goes like, he can't act yet. He rolled terrible on initiative.
I am gonna go to try to grab at Sally's hand.
Yeah, quick grapple check as it is kind of sloshing around there, and it's going to be a little hard to make contact with.
Is that C and B, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A 25.
25 is just enough. Yeah, you clasp, your hand clasps with somebody else's strong. It's East probably. He's the only guy up
It's a
there.
very big hand.
Yeah,
What to say about big hands?
big gloves.
Big gloves.
Damn, you got big hands.
Yeah, so you are currently straddling. You've clasped Izelle's hand. Good turn.
Sweet.
Nvidia.
How far away is
seeing like bubbles and thrashing from all three pools.
Let's move up just like here. And then everybody should be within a 30-foot radius, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll cast Hydrophobia. So anyone who does not succeed the will save becomes deathly afraid of drowning and are only able to try to escape the water.
Will saves. What is the DC?
That is 17.
Interesting.
17.
17 exactly. You make it.
31 with a nat 20.
Nice.
You make it. Yeah, you are not affected by the spell.
You've never loved water more.
About half of the kobolds immediately just like drop their shit and start flailing in the water.
Good spell.
Excellent
Fun one.
spell.
You don't get to use it often.
Right?
Grugnug.
Needs to make his will save. His will is
I had a
phenomenal.
Yeah,
spell
easy.
slinging character once that would mix hydrophobia with aboleth slung.
Oof.
Yeah. Deathly afraid of drowning, but they can only breathe water. Grugnug just like slaps his hand to his head and goes like, "No, please," and dives into the water. Grugnug goes up next to you and just starts like waving. And you see all these other kobolds are just kind of like start looking at him really funny, and there's this really strange look in everyone's eye, and there's this kind of standoffish moment. Do you do anything for this turn?
I'm just gonna go limp, you know?
Do you try to?
Oh yeah,
tread
keep
water,
struggling
you know?
upward.
Yeah. That one.
I just saw that one coming.
That was
I am
Nice.
assisting her.
Yes, that's the point. That's why I wanted the nat one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, the two guys are still holding on to you. At this point, though, these kobolds that are panicked are trying to swim up out of your hole. East, you are standing over, and just lizard people start like splashing out and running past you and like sliding under your legs. One of them unseats you a little bit, just as Itzeli tries to like pull really hard to surface, and you go in with her.
Ew.
You both splash down as these kobolds start pouring out. In video, you now see as kobolds, and they are pouring out, and then they're like stopping and kind of like clutching their chests and breathing really deeply, and then they look at you like, ah! And then got their little spears. But Grugnug surfaces and screams and starts speaking in some kind of native tongue that you do not understand because it's not an animal tongue.
Yeah.
It's kobold's language. And they all seem to stand down. You are released. You are out of initiative as these kobolds come out, and you have found some of Grugnug's clan.
Yeah.
Ooh, the kinfolk.
He is exchanging words with them, and he kind of looks at you guys and goes like, nah, nah, nah.
We got a big fight that way?
Mhm.
Why the
Like-
fuck would you shoot me? Pulling harpoons
It's
out
like-
of my leg. Fucking jerks.
You throw it, and they're like, "Arr."
Can I like, someone fix this? I'm bleeding out, right? It stuck me pretty good.
Yeah, one of them comes up to you. He's got like this, he's got this little pouch. He pulls out this seaweed-looking kind of plant, and he just like puts it in his mouth and chews it for a minute.
Oh,
And he
that
just
kind
kind
of
of like,
sanitary.
yeah,
Oh, I just
slaps it onto you.
Yeah.
Spreads it around. It's pretty soothing. You're healed.
Thanks. Let me take and he just like pulls out his little candle. He's casting mending on a little hole in your leg.
Yeah, you
Thank you.
fixes back up. No longer have the stick in the knee. And Grugnug takes you to the
big
problem
fight.
chamber. Yeah, the big fight, apparently.
Fuck yeah.
Have an army of
After a little bit of
kobolds on our back?
pantomiming with the kobolds, they relay that they're going to hang out here.
Oh, they're cool enough to attack us, but
Yeah.
ooh.
Grugnug's cool to come with you guys still to do this fight, even though he really wants to like stay and catch up with his family. But he understands.
It.
Yeah, he understands.
You're on the
that
clock.
Y'all probably need him.
You're the clock, Grugnug.
When we come back from our 5-minute break, we will jump right into this.
Heck
Be back in a minute.
Hey, you made it to the end. Thanks for watching, guys. Consider subscribing.